Hi Libra, Amanda here. Welcome to Unseen Hands Healing. This is going to be your December shift reading. So we are looking at the shift from the deep waters of Scorpio season, all right? A deeper season than most Scorpio seasons. And we are shifting into the lightness of Sagittarius, this mutable fire energy, all right? Passions ignited, higher thinking happening. It feels lighter. It feels like forward movement. It feels like freedom. Okay, so for your reading in particular today, I'm going to talk a little bit about the visualization that came through your meditation, and then I'm going to use the Golden Tarot here with this beautiful imagery from the Middle Ages, Renaissance, to ask, what shape are you shifting out of in the month of December? What shape are you shifting into? And what does that shift look and feel like for you? Okay, Libra, so this is a spread that is available to you over on Instagram. If you follow me on Instagram, it's at Unseen Hands Healing. Go give me a little follow, and if you're interested, check that spread out. Okay, so the visualization that came through, this is sort of sweet. I don't know if any of you have seen the old, I don't know if it's like 1964 or something like that, the old Rex Harrison Dr. Dolittle movie. That's the image that came to me, is the image of the giant pink sea snail. I'm like, what? Okay, so I got this image of a snail. And it was bright pink. Like at first it was just the shell, and I was wondering if maybe it was a nautilus or something like that, but because it felt like it was underwater. Because it was just like isolated in this way, and all I saw was the pink shell, and I saw like the soft pink insides of the shell, and the outer like glistening iridescent opal pink on the outside. And then I realized it was the giant pink sea snail from Dr. Dolittle. So the whole story with this is basically that Dr. Dolittle has been searching, he's an extraordinary veterinarian who can speak the language of animals. And so he is this sort of fifth dimensional being searching for, I wanted to call him an extraterrestrial, that's sort of true, searching for this famed giant pink sea snail, which he believes exists but has never actually seen, and he wants to take that giant pink sea snail and go explore the world. Like he wants to make his home in that, whatever. So he wants to find this pink sea snail, and people are telling him there's no way, it doesn't exist. At least that's the story I'm remembering for you, Libra. And then dadgummit, by the end of the freaking movie, he finds it. It does exist, and it's giant. Giant pink sea snail. It does exist, Libra. I think that's kind of the message here to start your reading, is it does exist. And I don't know what that means, so let's get into the cards. Okay, we're asking, what is the shape that Libra is shifting out of in the month of December? I don't know, you got me like smiling all weird. What is the shape Libra is shifting out of in the month of December? What is the shape Libra is shifting out of in the month of December? Okay. One second. Oh my goodness. Good. That's nice to see that you are shifting out of the Nine of Wands. As you can see in this energy, this person is exhausted. They're just leaning back against this wand because they can barely hold themselves up. Their head is bandaged. They're kind of like staring, like staring off into space because they're so tired, eyes going a little crossed here. Just what a journey, Libra. You're tired. Oh yeah, you're tired. I can feel it. It's like this has been sort of whatever you've been going through recently has been this like baffling, just exhausting period of time, maybe your whole life. Let's see what is the shape that you are shifting into, Libra. The energy, I am so giggly and weird. This energy is reminding me of one of my favorite readers who is sadly no longer on YouTube, Adelina Bond. Her Libra readings were always, I always watch them because I'm a Libra moon, but her Libra readings are always really giggly and really like silly, and you got me giggling. All right, Libra. I don't know what this energy is, but I like it. Okay, so let's ask, what shape are you shifting into? You're shifting out of this exhaustion and into what? What is Libra shifting into in December? Trying to center it. What is Libra shifting into in December? Okay, interesting. The Hierophant. For me, this card is first and foremost about a closer relationship with your higher self. Really aligning with your higher guidance, your higher self, your spirit, however you want to think of that. Because we see a picture here of a priest or the Pope who is in that role of being that channel between heaven and earth. This card is also about higher institutions like the church. It's about the things we commit ourselves to. You know, the priest commits themselves to God and to their pursuit of that, you know, the pursuit of spiritual devotion. Devotion to self. Before I pick any other cards, I just want to show you what I'm looking at here on the table with the shape you're shifting out of and the shape you're shifting into. You're just sort of looking over here like, I'm not doing that anymore. Like a little judgy, you know, just like, okay, this crap we've been playing around in, next. Thank you, next. We're not doing that anymore. Past self. Let's look at what that shift looks like for you, Libra. What does that shift look like for Libra here in the month of December? What does it look like, feel like? What's the experience of this shift for Libra in December? One more. Interesting. Oh, Libra. Maybe that's why I got all giggly. Just give me a moment to figure out where this goes. Right smack in the center. Interesting. Ace of Cups at the center of the reading. No wonder I was feeling all pink sea snaily. Death, Ace of Cups, the Hermit, Scorpio, Virgo. Interesting too, because Libra, you are in between Virgo season and Scorpio season. You know, you're the sign between Virgo and Scorpio. That's interesting. This is pretty clear. Here's the deal. You've been through a lot. You're exhausted. You know, you've been around the... I'm sorry, this song has been in my head. This is going to be a really ridiculous reading, so I hope you're with me. Been around the world and I can't find my baby. I don't know when, I don't know why. Okay, I'm gonna stop. That's what's coming to me. Bless you. You can't. find the giant pink sea snail. Jesus God, help me please. Who is the who is sending me this energy? I don't hate it. I like to laugh. You're tired of searching for the pink sea snail. There's this really self-focus, which is really beautiful, but it's sort of coming across as being solo, like aligning with yourself and being part of this, you know, sort of isolation. It's like this self-imposed isolation because you're so tired of this and you don't want to do it anymore, you know? So it's like you and your higher self meet up and decide, okay, we're gonna fly solo for a while. We're gonna go on our own pursuit. We're gonna go on our own quest. And it's a quest, both the Hermit and the Hierophant for me are on this higher spiritual calling, this higher spiritual quest. And so you're on this higher spiritual quest and you're hoping that that will alleviate the exhaustion that you have experienced in your pursuit of this giant pink sea snail, whatever that is. It could be love. We have the Ace of Cups here. It could be romantic love. It could be pursuit of just like joy in your life, a sense of joy and exuberance and happiness, something you think is going to make you happy. You know, any kind of goal that you have, maybe it's a career path, I don't know. But you're tired from thinking you've found it and then not, and then, you know, it's just sort of like you feel beat up. Your heart feels a bit beat up here in this Nine of Wands energy. And it's not that you're giving up, because some people say with this Nine of Wands, don't give up. I say, if you're at this point, I'm not telling you to give up, but I'm telling you that things should, and I think you know this, things should make you feel good and make you feel happy and not like battered, bruised, and freaking beat up. So I think you're about done with this. And I think it seems to me like you've shifted out of that shape for a while. And you've been on this like solo path, solo pursuit. Just, you know what? I'm going to devote myself to myself. I'm going to devote myself to my own spiritual practice. I'm going to get right with me. And that's going to be my 100% focus. And that has been, I think, a really big transformation for you, Libra. This is my second, I don't know, it might be my favorite card in this deck. This beautiful death card. It's certainly one of my favorite death cards I've ever seen. I just love it. There's something about this energy of like all of these angels coming around it's like the shape that you have been. Honestly, what this is showing me is whatever you've been through has caused a bit of a death for you. You know, it's like you ran yourself so into the ground that it's like you caused a death of self, which is what needed to happen. I'm feeling, you know, I'm speaking metaphorically when I speak of death. There's been this like huge transformation that has perhaps felt like a death for you. Maybe it was, the release of a relationship or the loss of a relationship. Something was the catalyst for this like final ending, massive transformation moment where you essentially like came up against a dead end and just stopped. It's just over. It's just done. And you know what? I'm married to myself. I'm just gonna be married to myself, right? Hierophant, Hermit, married to myself. I'm going to be married to myself and my own spiritual pursuits and my own devotion to self. And that, I think, has been a really massive transformation. Now listen, something is here. The fun has arrived. Something is here. I'm really being drawn to that white bird, the white dove. It feels to me like peace like a river. Okay. That's what I heard. Peace like a river. It's very emotional. My emotions, I think that's part of the reason why I was so giddy and so giggly. It's this Ace of Cups. That is actually for me Ace of Cups energy, is like, because aces are all about the beginning. They're all about the potential for something. And when you encounter something that brings you, that feels like it has the potential to really like open your heart and nourish your heart, there's this like, you know, like sudden, especially after a period of like such depravity, like not depravity, but like feeling deprived of deprivation. That's what I'm trying to say. A period of what feels like deprivation. There's not, you know, this is stark energy. It's difficult energy. It's having to make mature choices energy. It is, it's alone. It's alone. And now suddenly something is coming in here. Perhaps it's your giant pink sea snail. Just saying. It does exist. I do exist. You know, those Santa Claus commercials with M&M's commercial. And it seems to be sort of divinely ordained here with this angel bringing in this cup and bringing in this like peace like a river for your heart. And the river being important because cups are all about emotion. So this is just like this, it's like this river of emotions that comes and washes your heart. And it is this potential for some sort of new start for your heart. A nourishing, I'm getting this really clear, pure spring, like a babbling brook almost. It's effervescent. It's fairy. It's that giggling energy that I felt. It was like absolutely possessed by fairies, which is so funny that I thought of Adelina Bond because she always uses the fairy deck and she just is a fairy. Adelina, wherever you are. That beautiful joie de vivre, you know, the joy of life, the wellspring, the wellspring. That's what this is. It's the wellspring. It's that just the effervescence coming back. It's your sweet heart coming back and sweetness coming back into your life. And let me be honest with you. I think you're a little hesitant. I think you're look at this. Hierophant and the Hermit. Yeah. Just kind of judging the shit out of this. Do you see that? Just really kind of judgy. Kind of looking at this whatever this catalyst is for the fizzy feelings. And there you're like, you're more mature, like solo prescription for yourself. You know, I'm going to write you a prescription for frickin' celibacy and like solo journeying and going within and inward seeking. You know, that's your prescription, Libra. It's like you've written yourself that prescription. And so this little like bubbling of your heart again, I think you're pretty trepidatious. I think you're looking at it like, you know, with some pretty good side eye, just like, all right, I see you. I see you. I feel you, giant pink sea snail. I'm scared skeptical. Scorpio. Because listen, I've basically just like died and been reborn as this. So yeah, I'm like this old man now. You know, I was this like, oh, interesting. This is maiden. This is like maiden to crone transformation energy that I'm getting. So with the triple goddess, that's maiden, mother, crone, and it's like the journey. You know, you go through many death processes in your life, many transformations of your being, and one of them is like the sort of like the death of the maiden. And that's what I'm seeing here in this card for the first time ever. Really interesting. The death of the maiden version of you, the youth, the naivety has died because of something pretty trying that you've been through. And so having this energy that makes you come in and makes you feel young again, which is interesting too, because this angel almost looks like, they look like the same person, the same being. It's like your sort of, your spirit is like being raised from the dead a bit here. That's funny. But because of everything you've been through, you're now this like old being, older, wiser being, and you're just like, you know, it's like you shuffle out of your house in your slippers and you look at it and you go, okay, I'm going back to bed. You know, I think you're pretty unsure if this is something worth your commitment. But you know what, Libra, here you are too, as this beautiful, gentle deer. That is your spirit at the essence. At the essence, you are this beautiful, gentle deer. So yes, you have aged into this grumpy old man, this beautiful, grumpy old man spirit, because you have really come into yourself in this important way. You know, this like death transformation into the hermit has been absolutely vital for you. But don't forget, you are still taking care of this tender part of you. It's still with you. It's good to continue to, it's sort of beautiful actually what I'm seeing in the face of this Ace of Cups coming in. The tender part of you, your inner child, your inner heart, actually looks to your higher self now. You know, because it's under proper parentage. It's under like guardianship that it can trust. And that's you, Libra. You know, you are a trustworthy parent to this part of yourself. And so now this part of yourself defers to the higher self rather than like just leaping into the arms of the Ace of Cups. That's gorgeous. That's really, really, really gorgeous. And truly what's central to this is peace like a river. That's what I want to drive home here as we end this part of your reading. It's gotta be peace like a river, or it's not worth your bubbly, effervescent, you know? It's got to bring peace like a river into your life. Like just this exhale, because you don't need any more of this exhaustion, being beat up, drug around. All right, Libra, let's end here with beautiful botanical, ooh, the sun, hey, the beautiful Botanical Major Arcana by Kevin J. Stanton. Love this artist, love this deck. Hold on, something flew. I gotta go get it. Okay. It was the sun. I guess the sun really wants to come out, so we're kind of just gonna allow that to happen. Happiness returning, you know? The sun coming back out in your world. I like that for you, Libra. Let's get one more for Libra. What's the guidance, this Major Arcana guidance for Libra in the month of December? The sun, feeling like you can shine again, feeling the warmth of the sun on your face. Leo energy. You know, feeling like you can express yourself again, feeling like I can be myself again. Okay, what's the major arcana guidance for Libra? Is there anything else? One more shuffle. I guess that's it. They just showed me the Hierophant again. Yeah. Making sure you stay in alignment with your higher self. As above, so below. You know, like this communication between you and spirit that you have gained through this journeying of self that you have been on. Keep your commitment to yourself. No matter what goodness starts to come your way, and you'll be fine, because you'll know if it brings you peace like a river or if it doesn't, and you'll be able to discern and act accordingly, Libra. But if the sun is beginning to peek through the clouds for you, Libra, if you are beginning to raise from the dead again, Libra, if you are beginning to feel this joy overtaking you, lighting you up, and it feels like peace like a river, allow that. Don't shut it down. I think your last November shift reading was make room for that. Make room for that in all of this harsh energy. It's like the Ace of Cups is trying to squeeze through. Because what's the point of living this like deeply spiritual life if you're not happy and feeling joy and feeling effervescence? I don't know. Okay. Libra, I'm going to take this into an extended reading. So if this is resonating with you and you've been watching my readings for a while, consider becoming a patron on my Patreon community. All right. For the most affordable tier, $11.11, you can view this extended reading and become a more active participant in this work with me, and we can work together a bit more closely here over on Patreon. So if you're into it, there'll be a little preview of that extended reading at the end of this video, and you can click the link in the description box below that will take you to Patreon, and all of the instructions for how to receive your extended reading and all of the other Patreon benefits are on that homepage. So make sure you read that. Get in touch with me if you have any questions, okay? All right, Libra, thank you so much for tuning in. Happy holidays, and I will talk to you soon. Oh my God, it's the giant pink sea snail back again. Okay, it's like, here comes this giant pink sea snail into, you know, the promise of love or, joy, re-entering your world, reawakening you, rebirth. And you're looking at it like, I'm not sure. Because, you know, yes, the crone would look at this with wise old eyes and be able to say, that's bullshit, if it is. But also the crone is up for some adventure. You know what I mean? The crone is not interested in living a safe, or I shouldn't say that, living a complacent life. The crone is very invested in your safety, Libra, but the crone is also invested in your joy and your sense of adventure.